love it. Watch out for that armrest, by the way.
Thanks.
Right, anyway. Hello there, everybody. I'm the Raider, and this is...
Suzy 650.
And
Hi.
you know. Just letting you know, if we are a bit quiet, we do need to be a little bit quiet. We've got someone sleeping upstairs, so... Just letting you know.
No, I'm not going to do that. So, as we were saying, we are sitting there
opera.
and we've been having a discussion. We haven't had a sit-down and a kick-off discussion for ages, just finding out how the world's going.
Funny thing,
early days of pandemic, for Christ's sakes.
Last time we did this was actually at the beginning of last year.
Oh, yes. I finished Gran Turismo 6 since then. Yay!
Because the last time we did this was after Beirut. It was a fair while after, but it was the last big thing that happened was Beirut.
Really?
Yep.
I've gone through stuff since then. Don't get me wrong.
That's why we're here.
If you're all there in the workings, it's that thing. You don't ever have any kind of normal ideas on the world. All you do is you look outside that the grass grows bigger. You have to cut it. You have to buy food. Somebody gets killed in a foreign country. You see it on the news. You get really, really outraged about it. And then for that point in time, your milk's gone off, and then you have to go to Tesco's again. It's the run of it, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. This may not be the opinion of everybody, so I'd not like to tar everybody on the same brush. But pretty much, when you get to the age that I am, logically looking at it, the world will keep swinging no matter what. And all we do is we look after our loved ones, and that's the way it should be.
Just saying, you know, the man's 50 now.
Can't do what I want to do, not in this video.
I could just scream 2 words and then immediately...
And that looks wrong.
Yep. Well,
so hi. Anyway, so what are we doing? So the whole play is just to say hi.
Baltic outside. Tea is needed as Baltic outside.
He doesn't like Star Trek.
I don't. I really don't. It's boring.
Doesn't like Star Trek.
I'm a Star Wars geek.
How can you not like Star Trek? I know this is a bit of a mug up, but literally, Star Trek. Just don't get that.
You don't allow puns on this channel?
No, pun everything. It's fine.
So, what has actually happened since we last did one of these? You're the one that keeps up with all the news. Go on then, hit the world with some solid facts.
Lots more archaeology has been opened up. Lots of good things have opened up. Lots of weird stuff has opened up. And there is a lot of stuff that needs to be investigated further, including the very first, quote-unquote, the very first technical computer that was ever made has been discovered.
Ooh. Tell us more about that. I have no idea.
Well, this is all down to the fact of very, very intelligent bots. I'm sure that when you look at it, you'll find out more. But they created a box that was done by wheel, so you turn dial it, and what it will do is it will actually map the stars to the point of 0.3 precision, which for the time that it was taken into account, this is going back thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing all round, really. So this is Greek handiwork, and it is just...
Oh, it's great.
It's Greek, it's big find.
Are there things like that that can do that already?
No, well, that was, let's put it this way, it's stuff that we've put together, but it's not as accurate as something that we've just found and then made a 3D copy of and checked it and gone, oh my good God, they were doing their stuff before computers even existed.
I mean,
to a point of pinpoint precision. I mean, it's stunning.
Nowadays you can just pull out your phone and then it will tell you the star signs near you. But back then, fair enough, that was actually quite impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy duty stuff. So that was one. They found old fossilised parts of dinosaurs, and they've opened up tombs. I always keep my eye on...
Whose tomb, can we ask?
Oh, I can't remember which one it was now.
Was there a mummy stuck in?
There's mummies in everything. If you open a tomb, pretty much you're going to have a mummy in it. Unless it's been raided, but logically this is all in the hunt while they were still hunting for Cleopatra's. They're still doing that now, I believe.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Didn't they say that it was Cleo's for a while?
Yeah, they've constantly tried to jump through with who, false queen, so forth, so on. It's getting messed up. But logically looking at it's going to be. So the Egyptian side of life, I always keep an eye on that, and that's it's just doing as it does. So what's been going through? What's the topical one for you?
I don't really know, actually. I don't really keep up with news and shit
Why
like that.
don't you keep up with the news?
Because I don't want to get more depressed than I am.
That's what makes you find out when your next lockdown's coming.
Well, yeah, but...
Boris Johnson, come on, opinions.
Oh,
Oh, there you go, slapping on a
Shut up, you fat
landmine. That's a bit rude to talk to me like that, but what about him?
I don't know. Every single time he opens his mouth, it's all shit. It's useful shit, but it's shit.
The score that I find that goes with him is he's damned if he do and he's damned if he don't. And that is pretty much the gig of it. There's nothing that you can say, there's nothing that you can change. If you have any opinions on this, please leave it in the comments below. It's always going to be a controversial spot. I would have turned around and said,
It'll be something for me and my dad to have an afternoon argue about.
have you noticed his hair's green? It's like he's been wiping bogies in his hair.
And to be honest, yes, I haven't done an in real life video for a while. And in the course of that, my hair has been red and ginger.
And what ginger did you say?
Yeah, I was ginger for a
Dear
period of
God,
time.
ginger. Why would you going to go mad? No, that's not true. There's
It's
nothing wrong with ginger at all.
Yes, there is. You have no soul. But
All ginger people, please complain to this person as hasn't got a life.
hit me with what you want.
As you
But
do. Go on.
no, it's the reason I was ginger was mainly because when the red hair I washed out, it turned ginger for a while because I bleached it.
I found out a little something because
Well, go on then.
no, you've just probably come out as partly ginger, so it's just I don't know how to respond to that now.
Bitch. Go on.
I found out we were talking about game. There you go. That's the whole heart of every video. That's the way it should be.
Because gaming, we can all sit down.
We
and
can
enjoy.
all know, and to be quite honest with you, there is no rules, there is no anything, because gaming takes us into a whole new landscape.
Especially
of
since
what you're
this man
actually
found
doing.
out VR exists.
Love VR.
I know.
Look at Suzy 650. Have a look. There is videos there. Swordsman is immense. If you like having one-on-one battling, unlike somebody else I know who cuts the hands off and then high-fives and drops them and then goes for the other parts. Yes, we all know who that possibly is.
And he never gets off of it.
No, who's that?
I mean, it got so bad we had to buy him his own PlayStation, his own headset, and his own controllers.
And he loves his work. It's always good. He's enjoying it and having fun.
You should have seen the new TV that he's fucking bought.
Well, the language, Timothy. For those that actually remember that, also leave a message. See, that's to you past you.
But no, his
Working
new
to
TV
older
puts yours to shame.
Well, I know it's not stupid. My
His new
TV,
TV puts the one in the living room to shame.
I have a VR headset where I can sit here and I've got a 120-inch movie screen in front of me at any point I want. Ta-da!
I mean, there are specific videos where you can do all 360.
Unless, of course, you actually do have a 120-inch screen.
How cool would it be
which
if
I've done that as well.
How cool do you think it would be if we actually shot a movie in VR 360 so people could watch it with a VR headset?
Well, there's.
No, not this, but if me and you put together our efforts and filmed an entire like miniature movie or something in VR 360,
Could be done.
it might be a future project.
Could be an idea. It's going to take quite a while though.
Oh yeah, that'll be a main project.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. So anyway, back to gaming. So the gig that goes with gaming is at this point in time, what's the latest titles? Ones that you're thinking of that are
Alien Extraction.
Haven't heard of that.
Basically, it's a tactical team shooter
Mhm.
where you know what Alien vs Predator is,
Mhm.
and I'm pretty sure that you guys should. It's pretty much one of the biggest sci-fi brands ever. But no, basically the whole point of it is you are part of a tactical team from the group of humans, the military, and you are passing through abandoned ships. And I only played one level on it, but you go through abandoned ships, a whole bunch of environments with different species of xenomorph coming at you. Ones that can spit at you like acid, as any like Aliens vs Predator fan will know that xenomorph's blood is acid.
Just in case you didn't know that is true.
Yeah. And the whole point of it is you've got to go through, complete certain objectives on ships that are completely out of power, so you have barely any light, only the light at the end of your gun.
Oh my god, so they couldn't just do a game where actually they have got power, and logically looking at you can see what you're looking at. So they have to just make it weird and creepy.
No, because the only thing that Xenomorphs, the way that Xenomorphs
It's like
work,
a date with Jimmy Savile.
you'd know what that's like, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird and creepy, trust me. Go on.
But, no, because Xenomorphs work in the dark. They know to cut the power. They know to cut it. They know, like, their strength is in the dark.
You know where my brain's thinking, and you know that I'm still thinking that the conversations are linked. You need to change this.
Yeah, no, so Alien Extraction is one.
Yes.
Rainbow Six Extraction.
See, these are all gun shooters. At the present second, I'm not a great gun shooter. Unless, of course, you go to something else like a VR one, because there's quite a few good ones, but that's part and parcel.
You're the one that does all the VR stuff. I know main shooters, you know...
Well, I know it sounds stupid. I've just found one. It was around here somewhere. I should dig it up in a minute. But
It's over there, I'll get it.
It's a really good game, and I've seen footage on it, and if you get the chance... There you go. So, Firewall. That's the one to look for. This is VR on PS4. This actually looks really, really good. And yeah, as it goes, to be quite honest with you, he's probably going to be having a go on this. So you never know. He might put a bit of small clip of footage down.
So if I do end up playing it later on, there'll probably be, I don't know, a few second clips in and out. At the end of this whole video that we do, I'll put in a few clips at the end.
Yeah. So as is.
I may not have any sound over it, and you may hear me crying like a little bitch, but other than that...
It's only because he doesn't know how to do VR too well, but that's alright, we'll get him there, just given time.
There's still tea in this cup, I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know.
So,
there you go, see, I was going to do that, but guess what? No. So, go on, next part.
So, next bit is the new Arkham game coming out.
Haven't heard about new Arkham game, bring it in.
I think it's called Arkham Heroes. I have no idea, but it's a multiplayer Arkham game.
Right.
You play as 4 characters. Well, there's 4 in a group. Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Red Hood.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm not sure if you know the story of Arkham Knight. He hasn't played it.
Go on.
Basically, at the end of it, Batman gets killed. And anybody who knows the story of Batman will know the story of the Arkham Knight or Red Hood.
And anybody that doesn't know this at this point in time, huge bloody spoiler.
If you haven't played Arkham Knight by now, you're wrong-uns, because it came out about what, 6 years ago?
And I'd also now like to apologise to any person in the world that pays for his unemployment money. No, I'm kidding, he's not on unemployment.
But,
he's got enough money for green hair dye.
This is Mum's, actually.
Oh, he hasn't, maybe he is, I'm not sure.
It was blue.
Alright, okay. Go on.
No, the whole point of this new Arkham game is, I think the main enemy is Black Mask. I'm not too sure.
I think it is. Go on.
But, the whole point of it is there's a massive threat come to Gotham. Basically, Batman's passed on, and he's passed the mantle down to these 4 heroes, and they've all got a band together. And I'm not sure if anybody played Arkham Origins, but there was a multiplayer version of that where you could play as Batman and Robin and stop thugs, like other players that were thugs. It's kind of like that, but obviously no one's playing as thugs, and you are tactically going around and like planning your attack on these thugs that are around the city as a group of 4.
Do you get I take it you get an open space where you have open house where you can just go around and just
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's open world. Every other Arkham game's been open
So
world.
basically you can go around and kick ass.
Yeah, I mean, in Arkham Knight you had 3 entire islands to go around.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
And in Arkham City you had literally an entire section of a city to go around, and that was fucking huge. Arkham Knight you had the whole Arkham Asylum to go around.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And at Arkham Origins you could go around the entirety of Gotham.
That's quite cool. I've got most of them, I just don't do.
You have all of them.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, I've still got one extra. I don't know if he's gone any further than that. We're going to be investigating that later, so that may be another extra video or as.
That'll probably be coming up in the interview, depending on whether I still hold it or not.
Back into VR. Because if you're a Batman fan and you haven't done Batman VR, you are missing so much.
Quick little thing. If you haven't seen his Batman VR video, or mine, he basically recorded my first experience of it. I think it was roughly around the ending of it that you started recording.
You're a little girl.
When the Joker's that close to your face,
Oh no! People do not get the whole idea. The experience of going into that and doing what you do in there.
I'm going to say this, it's not an Arkham. It's not a VR experience for any of the Arkham games. I'm letting you know.
It's not
it's
an
a completely
Arkham
separate
experience
thing.
for certain age groups because that's going to make your backside go.
If
After
you're
doing that 2 or 3 times, you are seriously, that messes with your head.
If you're a hardcore Batman fan and you have a PSVR headset,
Yes.
I would seriously recommend playing
it. And they are thinking about bringing out a number 2.
It's only about, what, an hour, 2 hours long?
About an hour. About an hour long. If
they do so much in that 1 hour, it does fuck with your brain mentally.
But logically looking at it, it's literally, it's an open door world. That's the easiest way. And just to add another little extra to this, because
also there is collectibles and Riddler trophies along with it, so it's quite a good thing.
No! I still haven't got the 66 Batmobile yet, but I have got some of the others. Still haven't managed to suss the puzzle. There's lots of puzzles to do on there, and believe me, if we crack this one, that will be the money.
You'll probably be showing that off in a video.
Oh hell yeah, that'll be a 66.
It'd be better if you could drive it.
I have driven a 66.
I wish I could say that he's lying about that, but he actually has.
To such a point that I actually pushed a Porsche out the way because he was going too slow, and the driver that was sitting next to me, because it was an experience, even turned round and said, "I've never seen a Batmobile overtake a Porsche." Obviously he hasn't watched the old 66 stuff. So the gig that goes with this is that, yeah, there is so many different things, but have you heard, and just to pass it on, Iceberg Lounge?
Yes, have
the
heard of
big wide world of real. At the present second, there is a place now in London called the Iceberg Lounge, and this is an actual restaurant where you can go in, you can buy food, and there is the Iceberg Lounge. It is the Penguin's lair. It's perfect.
I want to see Tiny.
Absolutely perfect.
I want to see Tiny.
It started to get put together. Then obviously we've had situations that have developed, and everything's backburnered. You try to do
everybody from COVID that's died.
Yeah, and just as I say, for those that have suffered, trust me. At the end of the day, every single person and their thoughts are with every single person that is affected. But
it is a horrible thing. But we need to fight through it together.
We will. And we'll get to the other end of it and just basically remember those that have walked before us. That's the only thing that you can do.
Yeah.
But logically looking at it, it's, not much you can do on that one.
To be honest, all the other videos that we've kind of dampened the mood with COVID, so...
Well, this run really has just done that again, but logically looking at it, I do understand why. Because logically, we are now in a new phase. You see, every conversation has to have it in it, so I'm going to sit there and put a stopwatch on it about now. So the gig that goes with it is we have got a lot of stuff. We have, if you're looking for a time frame on life, Boris Johnson's being a bit of a, and we can't work out what it is, but he likes having a party in a room where we can't have a party, but it was a back garden, but he wasn't sure and he didn't know that it was there. I think that pretty much covers it.
Welcome to the UK.
Yeah, so it's all good. But logically looking at it, so we'll just see how that one carries on.
Yeah.
And next topic.
Next topic, the new Matrix.
I didn't like it.
You're the only one out of us that have seen it.
Didn't like it. If you've watched Matrix 1, Matrix 2 and Matrix 3... I'm not going through the whole because to be quite honest with you, Matrix 1
you
was
should have
awesome.
watched it by now, it's a great series.
Matrix 2 was good. Matrix 3 was...
meh.
Okay. This one technically could have really not done any issues if it hadn't been made. You could have quite happily put a cap on it. My personal opinion, the Matrix now has been brought out for new generation, younger generation, and they're going to put it out the hole with all new kinds of extras, like the fact of, well, I'll just give you a little, not snippet, but just give you an idea where it's going. When the Matrix was done, you had to hunt for a telephone. You don't need to hunt for a telephone now. Everybody's got mobiles. So they're expanding and changing it in so many different ways. The only thing that has relevance to The last one, if you watch it, you will see it. But that's the only, and it's a linking chain
No
from what's the
spoilers.
other after that. And
No
then from that-
spoilers.
no
Even if it's a
spoiling.
crap movie, you cannot spoil it
No,
for people that want
Gonna
to watch
give.
it.
I'm just saying, there's a linking chain that goes from the last Matrix into the new one, and that's the only connection between the two. From that point on, it's a totally new way of looking at the Matrix in a way. And in my personal opinion, they could have quite happily left it where it was. And in my personal opinion, I would say that I am actually going to leave it where it was. I think it's.
But a plus side that's come off of it is the new Matrix game that has come out. Or coming
about the
out.
new. Go on.
I have not seen that much of it. I've seen like a 20-second clip on Instagram. And
What platforms?
I don't know. I think it's coming out on PlayStation and Xbox.
PS5, PS4.
PS5 and the new Xbox. I can't remember the name of the new Xbox.
See, PS4 left out again. All good. Go on.
PS4's like coming to a dead end. PS3 servers are probably going to get shut down soon.
I know it's saying it's due. Oh yeah, PS3. They've been sitting there saying that for ages, but logically looking at it,
I mean,
they
the
haven't
Xbox
got there
360
because so many people have complained about it that they went, oh no, actually PS3 does get used a lot. We're not doing that, so they stopped it.
I mean, the Xbox 360 servers got to shut down.
Oh no, the Xbox 360. Don't get me wrong. Xbox 360, I think even to this day, is still the longest serving. Genuinely think it was the most longest serving.
PS2.
Most man hours. PS2 is a quite a heavy hard hitter after that.
PS2 was around for nearly a decade.
But you think about it, I've still got an Xbox 360 sitting over in that corner now that I could put Forza on quite happily and play and use a decent steering wheel.
Yeah, but
Which, if you hadn't looked back, you can see ones of him doing the.
Yeah, if you
lot
look back,
younger,
there's
lot younger without green hair.
those videos were filmed back before I even started.
Yeah.
Because they were all filmed for my channel when I eventually started it up, and
Then you didn't want to put it on.
it's not that I didn't want to put them on. It's just I completely forgot about them, and you found them one day, and then just thought, I'll upload it.
Well, yeah, it was only once you started doing it. I had to do that because I just sat there and thought, what better way to do it than that?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
But
yeah, we're looking at backward compatibility with this because it is the whole thing. And logically looking at it, if you're going to get a new game set out, PS5 are dominating things, but logically looking at the
PlayStation's always been a
prices-
more dominant console than Xbox.
I don't know. Microsoft have been clinging on really heavily, but logically looking at it, PS4.
I mean, have you seen that PS5 is bringing out their own new headset?
They are, but have you heard the words that it's absolutely done?
That's also what they said about that when it first came out.
Oculus came out and has brought out something that is so much further past and even making me look.
By the way, if you're wondering why I keep on pointing over there, that's because this headset's set right there in a glass case.
Yes, this is a dummy one. I change it after I've done.
Yes.
But the logics of it
Did
is...
you know, my dad actually here has a prosthetic forehead.
Wouldn't have believed it.
Lovely. But, no, the Matrix game. From what I've seen of it, I've only seen, like, driving mechanics so far, but they're competing with GTAs.
I'm glad that you caught up with yourself there
They're
just for a brief second.
Yeah,
but
they're competing with GTAs.
Yeah, but they're going further. If you're talking, this is
Oh,
Matrix, yeah? So
that's
why haven't...
GTAs,
Why haven't...
and they've shot past the line. Completely.
Okay, but logically looking at it...
In terms of cosmetics, in terms of
We've pushed...
damage engines, in terms of graphics,
Yeah.
in terms of just general gameplay. Apparently, it's better than GTA, from what I've seen.
It's got much. Let's put it this way: if it's the Matrix, and the Matrix is at that point, it would be like the world of Minecraft
We might need to
with
wrap
just
this up soon, 'cause I
green
think our
wrapped
phone's gonna die
numbers.
soon.
Yeah, that's fine. But the logics of what I'm saying to you is the thing we need to see, and it would make me even interested if they can get realistic engine, because the graphing of humans in VR and stuff like that
They
are
did.
getting really good.
Did you not
If
see the
they've
trailer
done
that Liam
what,
showed you?
Matrix in VR.
Oh, there's a
That's
Matrix
what
VR
I was working at.
experience.
If they've actually
There
done
is.
this,
There is. There's
is it a free one?
It's not. It's. I think it's like a video on YouTube released by the. I think it's like a VR trailer for it or something.
Ooh. We might be doing a review on that.
If it is, I've just heard of it. I'm not sure if it's a thing or
Didn't
not.
know that, but we have the ways
But
and the means to test
If
it.
it is, then yes, I will film his reaction to
Yep.
it. Because not only is it
Yeah,
the
I
fact
remember it.
that, yeah, I'm not. It's not only that it's a new thing. He does like the Matrix.
I do like the
A
Matrix.
fair
I
bit.
just don't like what they've. I don't.
considering it's a series that he grew up with.
This is also true. Probably working from a little bit older than you onwards as well, so it's going in exactly the same thing. But the only thing is, the one thing I don't like is cash cows. Cash cows are bad because logically that's making money on old rope, and that pees older people off because they have to put through with it. The new generation, if the old generation showed the new generation, i.e. what we do, showed them the old films, you can name probably 3 films that I showed you in the past that you would just go, yeah, banging. But the only thing is that people don't take the time to show the kids. Oh, see, now I've just brought him up right. That's all I'll turn around and say.
If you haven't watched Monty Python, you're just wrong.
Something wrong. Something seriously wrong.
Recap for the video, right?
Yep.
So, let's not talk about the whole COVID thing because we all know what's going on with that.
Mm-hmm. And stay safe.
Yes, obviously. Wear masks, hand sanitizer, all that stuff. You've all been told that for a
Hands,
year.
space, faces, I think, what they turn around, and I think there's
hands, face, space.
Might as well be the other way around, because to be quite honest with you, somebody's going to aim for it. So, go on, and?
The new games that are coming out, first off, keep an eye out for them, because I've played some... Rainbow Six Extraction actually came out a few days ago, and I have played some of that. It is incredible.
Cool.
So
is
yeah.
that a playable demo, or?
No, full game.
Oh, nice.
Full game came out. And for anybody that has Xbox
How much?
Game, there's a way to get it on Xbox for completely free.
Oh, nice.
If you...
Don't tell me it has to be Xbox One.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be out on 360, is it?
I'd love it if it was, but I know I'm never going to get an Xbox One at this rate. I've still got to climb to the other X amount of consoles I've got.
Yeah. But, no, it's 3 people, so if you have 2 other friends that you can play it with, absolutely perfect. If you're on Xbox Game Pass, you can get it for completely free, as well as the previous Rainbow Six game, which I spend a lot of my time on, because it's just Rainbow Six. Everybody should know it's an esport by now. But, yeah, no, so keep an eye out for them. Alien Extraction, if you're someone who likes grinds and you have friends to play with, then play it, but me personally, it's not for me. The new Matrix game, I do not know when it is coming out. I don't even think it has a release date at this second in time. But keep an eye out on that, because when it does come out, I swear to God it's going to be better than GTA. Especially if they give it an online mode like GTA. VR. The VR movie thing. We might do it in the future, depending on if me and him both have time. But it will be far into the future, because we will have a bit of time to do it ourselves.
There you go. Let time pass its way, and we'll build up new content and get things sorted through. But as I said, VR ones. I mean, I haven't done a VR one. If you look at my channel of the cave, I normally do an update every so often of a 360, so you can actually go in and see what's in the cave at the point and just have a walk around.
Would be good to do it as well. You've got some decent shit.
I have got some really good stuff in
I
there.
mean, you can't see it right now, but Iron Man's even wearing a top.
Yeah, he is. Well, he has.
That's a V for Vendetta hat, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's not so much a V for Vendetta hat, but
I mean, it's not got the big signs. But
yeah, it's one of those cosplays that I just can't solve.
And here's a little challenge for you. When he does do that, try and point out everything that you've seen in previous videos. I'm looking around. I can see about 4.
So many things. This place changes like the wind, including always follow Ant-Man.
You should just point 2 next to each other and just do a spot the difference with it. It would be easier. But
360 would be quite cool.
Yeah, no. So the VR, the new game's coming out. Obviously COVID. The whole politics side of it. If you just do what I do and just don't care and just roll with whatever's said.
I'm going to put the other side to that. I'm going to turn around and say, listen to what it is, make your own opinion, and work to the best that your family requires, because to be quite honest with you, that's the safest way of dealing with this. Next subject.
I think that was all we really talked about, wasn't it?
So was the next subject then? Okay, that's fine.
Right.
So yes, other than that, I'm going to turn around and say, you sort us in, so I'm going to sort us out. So hopefully you'll like the video if we manage to find the Matrix one. And I'm going to turn around and say...
And also, another thing about that Matrix thing, if I can find any footage of it, again, with the footage from later, possibly, I will possibly put it at the end of the video if I can find any. So if there's not anything at the end of the video, I'm sorry I couldn't find any, but if I can, I will whack it in there just as the end.
Or he'll do a separated video either side, because he doesn't know what this is about, but I've got a bit of an idea, and I think he might like it.
Well, pitch it to me after this.
As is. So... From that, so all I turn around and say is, if I may, can I sign myself out? For me, that's Suzy650 signing out, and
I'll see you later, guys.
Bye.
I mean, realistically, I can't fire a shotgun one-handed because I'd blow my shoulder out. But
No swearing, being recorded.
yeah, one-handed shotgun shooting. Yeah, it goes about as well as shotguns normally does. Right. Just going a bit closer. Close one. Why do I only have 6 bullets? I literally have no pistol ammo. See any anywhere?
Achtung!
Go on, get down, get down. 7 bullets and 2. Wait, I got 9 bullets.
Verloren! Verdammt! Verschwunden! Vernichtet sie! Ich lade nach. Verdammt!
Better. I have max SMG ammo, so maybe I'll keep them. And this
Hörte dieser Teufel! Verdammt!
okay, cool. So I can't actually shoot it one-handed.